people around the valley. Dwayne telling me that he felt the shaking in Henderson. Another man, Eric, telling me that the Zappos business in downtown felt the shaking there as well.
That's
and
right.
so we're getting these reports starting to come into our newsroom.
Yeah.
Everyone feeling this. Although someone did tell me that on the west side, they live on the very west side of the valley, they did not feel the shaking there. So perhaps that will come later, or maybe that just
yeah, it could just be limited by people, the structures that you're in, because I am hearing reports that folks in the Southwest were actually able to hear this as well. Again, Jessica and I, our text messages and our tweets have been pouring in. Lots of folks, lots of viewers asking questions. Again, this right now on your screen, that star is the epicenter of the earthquake. This is Caliente, Nevada, about 100 miles north of where we are right now.
And certainly a lot of fault lines here in southern Nevada, but somewhat of a rarity for folks here to be experiencing an earthquake. Has been quite some time. We're from Southern California,
right.
So we're somewhat used to feeling the earthquakes. But again, this is a rarity for us here in Southern Nevada. And again, the 5.4 earthquake striking just about 25 miles southwest of Caliente and being felt right here in the populated part of the south. The valley.
Caliente, for folks that don't know, is a relatively small town. The population just a little over 1,000. This is Lincoln County right now, which again is in our viewing area, and folks here all over southern Nevada feeling the shaking this midday. We're getting reports, as I mentioned, from even folks calling from our newsroom from the Rio Casino, saying that some of the interior items in the building in the casino were actually shaking as well. But Jessica, you and I were here and on the studio. We didn't feel the shaking, yet our whole newsroom erupted. Everyone just feet away from us was able to feel it. So again, some folks feeling it here in the valley, others not, but 5.4 definitely strong.
Yeah, certainly a lot of people, as you mentioned, calling our newsroom. So if you did feel something, especially if you're in the Caliente area, we would love for you to call our station and speak with us about what you're seeing there in that area, because of course, as we've been saying, that is the epicenter, but certainly a widespread shaking.
We're not sure exactly how far the damage may be felt, if there is any damage right now. So again, if you're seeing damage in your area, or if you have reports of any damage, contact us or send us pictures, let us know, because we're working to bring everyone in our area the most complete information about this 5.4 magnitude earthquake.
And our producer just telling me in our ear that the official time when this hit was 11:47 this morning, so 14 minutes ago. Again, if you felt the shaking and you're turning on your television, joining us now, you are right. There was an earthquake, again, 5.4. We are working here in the newsroom to confirm if there was any damage in that area, if there may have been any people out there feeling the earthquake. And we are getting reports from all over the Las Vegas area that people are feeling this.
Yeah, again, people, as we've saying, as far north as North Las Vegas, as far south as Henderson, and even the Southwest Valley feeling this earthquake. So again, we're looking for for anyone that has any information in the Caliente area. If you've got pictures of the damage, we're working to bring you that information as well. We're going to have a crew getting the latest for us on this information as well.
I'm getting some more tweets here, Spencer. Lance Burton, the famous strip performer, telling me that he felt the earthquake in his Henderson home and that his dog's water bowl was sloshing around. Another viewer, Jan, telling us that she felt the earthquake in the West Flamingo area, also her son in Henderson. And so it seems like people in Henderson felt the shaking definitely, and then as we've mentioned in the downtown area, also on the west side, widespread shaking here in the valley.
Yeah, 5.4 is a considerably sized earthquake. I don't think that we've seen something that size here in southern Nevada, at least for quite some time. You and I have both been here for several years, and I can't remember something that size striking in our area. You and I both lived through the Northridge earthquake, which was, of course, one that a lot of folks who are living in the area will remember. That was a big, major earthquake here on the West Coast, probably one of the last major earthquakes we've had here in the western United States. That one, of course, above a 6.0 magnitude earthquake, but 5.4, definitely a shaker.
Yeah, definitely a shaker. And as we've been mentioning, fault lines here in southern Nevada, although not that active as we see in southern California. So definitely seeing some shaking. We want to go ahead and send things over to the weather department, who is tracking this one closely for us, exactly where that site is. And we're seeing rain right now too, Greg.
I know, it's a wild, wild trip that we're having right now. Let's go ahead and take Graphics full one more time. I want to show you the map that we have here from our radar system here. Obviously from Caliente to the epicenter is 25 miles, but from the epicenter to Las Vegas is 75 miles. Long distance to travel on this. Carlo Falco is actually one of our experts on these earthquakes coming out of the Northern California area. He's got a really good idea on what to expect and what we've been dealing with this particular 5.4 magnitude earthquake. He is on, I believe, Mike 17. We're trying to get him all situated so he can give you more information on it. But the distance is definitely impressive to see that it was a 75-mile distance to have the shaking happening here in the central Las Vegas Valley and getting on into the Henderson area even. Okay, let's go ahead and send it back to you guys.
Right now we have a viewer on the phone, Randy Kirk, joining us here on Midday. Randy, good morning to you.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Randy, thanks for joining us. Where are you calling from this midday?
I'm on Boulder Highway between Tropicana and Russell.
Okay, so you're calling from the east side of the valley, and Randy, you were able to hear the shaking over there as well.
Oh, boy, yes. It took for a few seconds or whatever. It was a good, nice one. I lived in California, and I've been to some of theirs. And this is the first time I felt it here in Las Vegas.
And Randy, how would this quake compare to the ones that you've felt with California? Describe the shaking, describe what you heard and saw for us.
I didn't hear much because I was listening to y'all's broadcast, but I mean, the shake was a real good shake. I mean, the building shook, the cat ran, but other than that, it was a good one. I've never felt anything here in Las Vegas. I didn't know that Boulder Highway was on the fault line.
Quite a
Were
surprise.
you with other people or anyone else? You know, is anyone calling you or texting you or telling you what they felt?
I have called 3 or 4 different friends of mine and told them that we had an earthquake, asked them if they felt it. And a friend of mine all the way in North Dakota, I told him we had an earthquake. He gave me a haircut. He said he called me back.
Randy, thank you for joining us here live, and we're glad you're safe. We're glad your home is fine. And again, a lot of people, you know, very shocked that this would happen here in southern Nevada, but again, experiencing that 5.4 earthquake.
And any of our midday viewers out there who are still with us, who are feeling that shaking, any folks who may be experiencing any damage, please contact our newsroom. Let us know. Any folks that are out there in Caliente that may be watching, please let us know. Send us pictures. Contact our newsroom, or you can tweet to Jessica and I. We have no shortage of viewers contacting us right now, but we still want to hear from more of you. Joining us now here on the set,